Okay, I know. This video is coming way later than promised, and honestly, I think I'm gonna try and do this in one take because, one, I'd like to go home to my family, and it's like 1:20, and two, it's really busy schedule this week. I think this is really the only time I can fit it in. That's why it's so late. In this video, I think we really need to go over three things, really. The state of the YouTube channel and, like, where we're going, what we're doing, what the goal is. Hopefully, talk about bringing a schedule to the YouTube channel so, like, you guys will know when things are coming, specifically, instead of just like me dropping things at 3 a.m. randomly, like 2 videos or 3 videos at 3 a.m. just because I've got no other time to do anything. The second thing really needs to be more big life changes that I'm making to try and better myself. Different, like it's something called the 4 quadrants of, or something like that. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's like the 4 quadrants of your life that you need to get right to be successful. I know Brandon Carter did a video on this, and it was beautiful. Like, he explained it so perfectly. So if you do want to know more about that, you probably should go watch his video. This is not the video for that. The third thing that we really need to talk about is just big long-term goals. Like, not even just long-term goals, just what I'm planning on doing within the next couple months, what I'm planning on doing in general. Sorry, I thought I heard something in the back. I don't know. Somewhat my 10-year down the line projections for what I'm trying to do. So I guess without further ado, let's just jump into the first subject, because the first thing I believe was what we're doing with the YouTube channel. I believe the main takeaway for the YouTube channel is that we're growing. Like, the YouTube shorts seem to be, they feel like cheating, to be honest. I'm growing very slightly, but it's faster than I expected to. I honestly expected to have nobody watching any of my videos, and instead YouTube forces them upon you, like, viciously sometimes. There was one that got a couple thousand views, and I just thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever released, and I don't even know what to think about that. I believe I would like to start scheduling videos more. Like, I know I'm saying like a lot. This is part of the whole thing. I'm kind of working without a script right now because I really didn't write anything down that I was thinking about. This is completely improvised. With the long form content, I think I really would like to schedule out once or twice a week where I could really start posting. Like, this is the first weekly update thing that I'm trying to get done, and it's coming to you on like a Thursday morning. I think I need to get these out every Monday evening. I really hope eventually I can work to a point where I can do these live, like, so we could have like more of a conversation. But here's the deal, I don't feel comfortable doing them live until I've got like a following, and I don't really have, like, 14 people is not a following. That's where we're at right now. So if you're looking back on this in like the deep future and I've got like millions of people, just know that's where we're at right now. 14 people. It's ridiculous. So in the future, that is the goal. I think the YouTube shorts are gonna just keep coming out whenever I can get them out. I'm just gonna upload as many of those as possible. I honestly think the goal should be around 20 a week. But that's not gonna happen. I know that they're gonna probably slow down coming up because I do have classes, college courses coming out. So college is gonna definitely get in the way of like the just momentum I think I'm trying to build. And I also have all the other things that I'm trying to get into, like the real estate ventures and all the other things I'm currently in the middle of. I believe that mixed with fatherhood is definitely, it's going to be hard to balance. That being said, I really do believe that this isn't my channel. This is our channel. And our channel is going to grow, and it's going to be something really special one day. Hopefully soon, but I'm willing to ride this thing out for the next 10 years if I have to. And if that doesn't work out, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't made for YouTube. I don't think there's anything else I could say about like the state of the YouTube channel. So early on, there's not really much to go over. It's just I feel like I'm still feeling out what works on YouTube. I have no clue. This is really all a big guess. I know I heard a lot about YouTube Shorts and just uploading content. The more content that's on your channel, the better. And I know that's helped. I just don't know if that's like gonna build a following. I think I need to really invest into long form content to build a following. I think that should lead us into our next section to this video, and that would be the 4 quadrants of kind of like your life that I desperately need to max out. To this point, I have been extremely lacking in this area. My 4 quadrants, it goes more like I put everything into one quadrant and like obsessively focus on that. And I think that's why it's not sustainable for me as of right now to go on like I have been. If you don't know what the 4 quadrants are, Brandon Carter, like I said, describes it perfectly. There are 4 main things you have to focus on in life, and that is your family. Yeah, it's your family, your relationships, your money, and your health. Now, I tend to really obsess about my goals and then go all in on trying to chase the bag and do all these things, and it really puts a strain on the other 4 because you can't max out money, put nothing into health and nothing into relationships, and then expect to have a happy life. You're gonna be miserable. You gotta put a decent amount into everything, and that's how you're gonna maximize your earning potential, because I don't believe people that are in and out of the hospital because they don't take care of themselves are typically very successful. Even if they've got all the money in the world, that's not a very successful person. And that's why I keep making videos about me having to get into shape, because my health quadrant used to be really good. In like physically, I was good. Mentally, I wasn't. I think mentally now I'm in a better place. I really need to focus on maintaining my physical health, like whether that's in like just exercising. I need to exercise. I need to drink water. I need to not go out to eat twice a day and eat a cheesecake at work. And even though it is free and I do work at a restaurant, it's not sustainable to treat my body like this and then expect to feel good in the morning, to want to get up and do things. That's just not realistic to expect that from your body. I'm not Superman, I know that. I just need to get a hold of things. quadrants is what I'm kind of feeling this whole process out to be. Kind of the next quadrant I would like to worry about is my relationship. And the reason it's relationship and then family is because, like, you can have a great you can have a great relationship with your mother and all of that, and then have a terrible relationship with your significant other. Like, with my child, I feel like I'm a really good dad. I'm not always a really good partner. And that's something I really need to worry about. I guess, yeah, worry about, but I need to fix. I really need to be putting more effort into making her feel supported. I know that. I believe I need to be more there with her. I feel like a lot of the times I come home and then I get really obsessive over the things I'm trying to do, and I neglect to I just don't spend enough time in the moment with her. And I need to figure out how to make that happen. I know I tried to schedule everything out and be like, yeah, we got this time set aside. Yeah, we can do this. But that seems to really be an issue, because it then makes somebody feel like you're scheduling them in. Like, they're not important enough to you. They have to be scheduled in. And I can see how that would be either offensive or just downright hurtful. And that quickly fell apart. I just need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think scheduling things out is fine. I just believe that when I get home from work, I should get home from work and then give her a hug and a kiss and do all the things, and maybe we sit down and watch a movie together. I don't know. I gotta figure a way out to really make her feel like I'm there for her. I know that so far I couldn't have done any of this without her, so I know I'm saying that a lot. I feel ridiculous. I just know how important she is to me, and I don't want to lose that. The next part I would like to talk about is family, because I don't really care as much about, like, the biological family stuff. Like, I really love to spend time with my biological family. I think I put a lot more stock right now into the family I've created, and that is my baby boy. And I think I need to be better about doing the little things with him. I need to play with him more. I really need to be there for him in the moment too. I don't think I'm as bad about it with him. I think, though, sometimes I get home and I want to just relax a little, and I don't think you can really do that as a father. I think that's a bad example to set. Like, you get home and you kick up your feet, and the only time he gets to see you, you're doing nothing. I think that's a bad example to set. I really do. And I don't know if I'm thinking about it the right way, but that's how I tend to think about it. I think that I'm setting a terrible example for him. He's going to see me on the game and be like, oh, yeah, it's normal to sit around all day and play fucking 2K or Madden. It's not. That's not okay. And that's something I need to fix too, is I just probably need to stop playing video games in general. It's a waste of time. That being said, I'm gonna move on to my next quadrant, and that is going to be money. Money is what I put a lot into over these past several months, and I think I'm on the right track. I keep I keep going out and doing things. I know what I want to do. I want to obviously grow this channel. I desperately think that it's important for me to get into real estate. That's what I want to do ultimately. I want to grow in real estate, not as an agent, more as like I deeply feel like I need to grow as an investor. And then I can hopefully either springboard this into helping that, or that into helping this, one of the two. I'm just going all in on the real estate thing because I know that it's a learnable skill that I can obtain, and over the next 10 years I can become really, really, really good in that field and make a lot of fucking money. And it's becoming very interesting to me. I thought when I was getting into it that I was just going to be bored, but it was going to make money. And instead what I found was a very big community full of very supportive people that make learning about it very enjoyable. That being said, a lot of scams. It's a minefield. It's a lot of money. Yeah, a lot of people want to take your money. You never know really who's going to teach you and who's going to take your money and run. I've almost been scammed several times, and the only reason I've ever even found any type of teaching was because of like I took a shot in the dark with one and it seemed to work out. That being said, I would not suggest doing that. I would suggest finding, like, really, really spending a good amount of time to really find a trusted source of some type. But there's not like a set school you could go to. I honestly at some point resorted to cold DMing and posting on social media. Like, I would cold DM 100 people a day just to figure out whatever I could until I found the right people. And I still do that. I still like to DM as many people as possible just to like gain as many connections in the industry as I possibly can. And what I did is I joined like five real estate investing Facebook groups dealing with wholesaling and just like rentals and foreclosures and different things like that. And I messaged them. I sent a message that seems to work most of the time, and I copied it and I pasted it and I changed the names and different things, and I send just a ton. I send a ton of those out every day. I've been lacking recently. Need to get back into it because I feel like when I was doing that I was making a lot more ground up, and now I've stalled a lot more. That being said, it's just commitment. I just need to raise my commitment level, I guess, to it. Not so much that I'm neglecting the other areas, just enough to actually make progress and keep making progress and not stall out. I think other things I'm doing in this area to really progress is, obviously I said I was in the course. I'm in a few courses. I've been looking into a lot to Ryan Pineda and his course. I actually don't know much about Ryan Pineda's course because I started, but then we hit a snag with some money stuff, and I was kind of thrown off by the way it was handled, so I stopped doing it for a little bit because I don't know. It just felt wrong, to be honest. But I'm not saying that they were trying to take my money and scam me. The way it worked just scared me away from it a little bit. And they seem fine. I don't know. I found another one though. It was a really nice group. I cold DM'd a few people, and I sent out it was almost like an ad on Facebook. It wasn't really an ad, but it was like a Facebook post, and this guy Reese slid in and said that I should get a hold of him and we could talk about it. And I know that typically those are scams, and I was very nervous because every other one under there was a scam. He has kept in touch with me for like the past month and a half or so, and he texts me like every week, every couple days, and I haven't paid for a course or anything. He just sends me the links to his courses and helps me like get a hold of certain people that I need to learn. And we've had a great relationship through that. I do think eventually I would like to buy the course. I'm nervous because obviously you never really know. I'm really afraid to make a commitment to something that's not going to yield a return. And I know that is not what an entrepreneur should say. That a guy that's trying to be an entrepreneur should not be like, I'm afraid sorry. I'm afraid to make a commitment because it might not work out. That's not how entrepreneurship works, and you're gonna quite often make commitments that don't work out. I just feel entrapped almost in my situation to a point. I know the way out. I'm impatient, I think. I'm very confident I'm gonna get there. I'm a very impatient person when it comes to it at this point in time. That being said, I still read a lot of books on it, and I practice the math, and I think I want to gear up to actually start talking to a bunch of agents and really get a hold of people and start making deals. I feel like I'm a piece away. I feel like I'm just like this close to understanding. And I think what'll push me there is if I could like really get a hold of somebody that does it in real life and meet up with them and talk to them about it, so I could really understand, because that will give me more confidence than anything in it. And I know that that's not a certainty, and that's probably not going to happen. I just would really like to, I would like to have that talk. And I think I am going to talk to a couple of real estate agents, and the goal ultimately is to get my real estate license. Hopefully soon, definitely this year at some point. I need to focus on what I have on my plate right now before I jump into that, because I know the real estate license isn't a necessity, it's just a want, and at some point it will be useful. So that's what I'm shooting for. That is all I really think I have to say about the 4 quadrants and what I need to do coming up to fix what I started. Sorry, damn, what is wrong with me? I think if I can maximize as much of those quadrants as possible, if I can, it's not going to feel so much like spreading myself thin. It's probably going to feel a lot more relaxing and more like I'm maximizing my time and maximizing. I'll probably be a happier man overall, I think. I think last but not least, we're gonna get into the future projections, like what we're doing in 10 years, what I want to be doing in 10 years, what I want to be doing coming up, different things like that, because like I already said, coming up next couple months, I really want to be pursuing real estate license. I just feel like there's not enough in the real estate world I know. So honestly, talking to some real estate agents and some people within the profession on that side might be helpful. Real estate license, extremely helpful, most definitely. Not just because of like just a deeper understanding of the real estate market, more or less because I feel like I could play both sides. Like, I feel like I can be an agent, and then I could also be an investor. I could be like, so I can represent, like, if you don't want to do a deal, you're unrepresented, maybe I can represent you. You know, that's kind of what I want to do. I'm just not as I'm not as worried about that right now as I am the other things coming up, like my college courses and stuff like that. I just gotta finish what I've started, and then I could kick off the next step. I'm also deeply looking for a new job, another job. I just feel like I don't make enough to really pursue the things or to support a family as is, so picking up another job, probably for the best. That's the immediate future outlook. The long-term future outlook is, so in 10 years, I would honestly like to have accomplished my goals. In 10 years, I'll be 31. By 31, I honestly think I would like to be, like, it's hard for me to say it out loud, but my goal, see, they say go for a number much higher than what you think you want to hit, and I don't want to be a millionaire. I want to be a billionaire one day. I think I'm going for trillions, man. I'm going all in. I know that they say it's not realistic, but you gotta go for the next number up, and I'm going for everything. Every single penny I can grab up. That makes me sound like a really greedy person. It's good. I want money. I want to build income. And it's not all because of money. It's just because of the general, just everything that comes with it. Man, I want to be successful in life, and as successful as I possibly can drive myself to be. I will be successful. I will be. I just need to maximize my success. That's kind of where my head's at. I would like to do it through real estate. Other things might need to happen as of right now. I don't know what those other things are. I desperately need to find out. I just don't think that I will know for a while. And that's not because I'm just stupid, I don't think. I think that in the journey you find things along the way, and it's not all just looking up YouTube videos and da-da-da-da-da. You gotta learn on your own a little bit. YouTube-wise, I would love to have a good amount of YouTube notoriety. Not just because of the real estate stuff. I would like to be able to use YouTube to make more money in real estate. That being said, that's not why I started the YouTube channel at all. I honestly started the YouTube channel because going down the path of entrepreneurship, it seemed like I was going to have to push my limits, and YouTube was something I was terrified to do. I'm still terrified. A little bit. Not as much though. Like this video, I'm improvising the whole thing. When it goes up, I think criticism might kill me. A little bit inside. But I'm gonna upload it because this is the only time I can make it, and I don't really have too much time for editing and stuff like that. So we're just gonna put it out there. That being said, the goal with YouTube 10 years into the future is the notoriety, but it's also I want to be comfortable with it. I want to be successful in it. I want to be well known. The notoriety, obviously, but I want to, above all else, be comfortable talking in public in general. To you guys in general. I want to have a great relationship with my audience that I build. I would like to have that type of relationship where, like, I could just talk to you guys and this could kind of be like a journal, you know what I mean? Like, that's my dream for this. It's not just use it as this. It's more, it's not use it as a crutch, it's more use it as a means to fix an issue that I've always had, and that was my nerves, and now it's seemingly making me, like, I feel on top of the world when I release a video. I feel like I'm conquering a deep-seated fear. And 10 years in the future, I know consecutive, like, just video on top of video on top of video, I'll be able to overcome that fear. Anyway, I think that's really all I have to say. And for the last, let's see, 30 minutes, I've talked. Whoever listened to this ear off, I hope somebody does. I'm hopeful at some point people do. That's why you upload these videos. Because I know nobody's going to within the first year, probably. But later somebody's going to look at it and be like, oh, look, he's uploading, and that's where he was? Oh my god. But anyway, on that note, if this is the first time you're watching anything of mine, I think you should stay tuned, because we're building something special.